Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. I have a great lineup of the top free itch.io games of the day to bring you today, and stay tuned for the end of the video because I'm going to be talking about a game that wants you to reset your progress each level. And hey, if this video is reaching you and you go on to enjoy it and you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an upload, and it really helps out the channel, so thanks a lot. Let's jump into the video. Alright, jumping straight into the video, in our number 5 spot for the day, we have a game called Timothy and the Tower of Moo. This is a game by Kibu Entertainment. It's a 2D pixel art retro platformer, and it really captures the style of that era super well. Now, the game starts out with a decent storyline where it sets up the story that your grandfather was cursed and you have to make it to the top of the tower to reverse the curse and bring him back to life. I love and applaud the fact that there's a story to this game, but that's not really what the game's about. In all honesty, this is a gameplay-focused game, and that doesn't bother me. This game emulates the style of old pixel art games flawlessly, but it incorporates a level of creativity that I think is more often seen today. With super unique challenges at each stage, this game is super fun, and to set the stakes just a little bit higher, if you die, you go all the way back to the beginning of the entire game. Normally a feature like that would frustrate me, but with the premise of this game where you have to start and complete one journey and make it to the top of a tower, it makes total sense. I loved playing this game, and if you're the type of person that loves retro platformers and you're looking for a new challenge, Timothy and the Tower of Moo is the game for you. Alright, moving on to our number 4 spot, we have a game called Dark Light by XYZ Toja. This is a 2D wave-based pixel art game that kind of has some bullet mayhem aspects, but with a unique twist. So at its very core, this game is a classic wave-based game. You're in the middle, you can walk around, you have a gun, and there are enemies coming towards you in waves of increasing numbers. But here's where the game takes a twist, and I love this. You can move your character around using your right mouse button, and you have a separate light that you have to move around using your keyboard. Now this idea may sound simple, but when you're in the heat of combat, keeping track of 2 different movement controls is mind-boggling. As you guys know, I love it when a game developer is able to come up with an idea that's unique to a well-covered genre, and this game absolutely smashes it out of the park. If you like wave-based shooters and you're looking to up your game and try a new challenge, this is the game for you. I'd highly recommend you go check it out. And by the way, guys, all of these games are 100% free, as always, and the links will be in the description down below. Alright, moving on to our number 3 spot, we have a game called Super Basic Man. Now, this is a game by Talk Like a Beluga. It's a 2D Metroidvania platformer, and this game is so much fun. Now, it was created in just 4 days, and I was so impressed by that fact. This is just one of those games that deserves its spot because it was executed to perfection. In this game, you run around as this black Enderman looking thing, and you have a gun that you can find bullets for, you can find coins and keys to the next part of the level, there's tons of enemies to avoid and challenges to overcome. I absolutely loved playing through this game, and although I didn't get to the end, it was a super great experience. The super fun art design and the day-night cycle make it just that much more engaging, and the game developer did a fantastic job as far as combat and enemies go. This entire map is riddled with traps and enemies, which makes the game difficult, but I never felt like I wasn't making progress or I was getting too frustrated with a certain spot. I'd highly recommend this game to anybody looking for just a classic adventure platformer experience, because this game has it all. Alright, moving on to our number 2 spot, we have a game called Rogue Bullet. This is a game by Madbook Studios. It's a 2D top-down shooter roguelike game. And I say that because it mixes the top-down shooter and the roguelike genre perfectly. Now, just like Dark Light, the combat in this game is something that I have never seen before in any of these genres. Now, the movement in this game is your classic roguelike movement, where you can move one tile in any direction, and every time you move, every enemy also has the opportunity to move. But it's combined with real-time point-and-click shooting, and that is really what makes this game interesting. It's a level/wave-based game where each level gets progressively harder, and if you die, you go back to the beginning, and I had so much fun playing this game. I was really impressed by the unique combat aspect, and I'd highly recommend all of you go check it out. Kudos to Mad Book Studios for thinking up this awesome blend of two genres that don't normally go together, and for creating such a great game. Alright, moving on to our number 1 spot, we have a game called Rupert Reset by Havana24. Now this game was made for the Reset Game Jam. It's a 2D, 8-bit platformer puzzle game. In this game you play as a big white rabbit, snowman, marshmallow thing. Yeah, I really don't know what the main character is. But anyway, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but this game has an incredibly unique game mechanic that I've never seen before. So every single level has a big reset button, and you must use that reset button strategically to reset elements of your game. Now, I may have clickbaited you just a little bit in the title because it doesn't exactly reset your progress. Only elements and objects outlined will be reset. But this makes for some of the most unique gameplay I've ever seen. Now, I won't claim to be good at this game. In fact, I am gonna claim to be horrible at this game, which probably won't come as a surprise to any of you that have watched this channel before, but I had so much fun figuring out each of these levels. So not unlike the classic Mario games, you have to disable your enemies and use them to complete certain portions of the level, but if you hop on the reset button, certain enemies will spawn back in their location, and you can use that to your advantage. There are also other objects that you can reset, such as in one level there's a huge boulder that you can reset up in the air and drop on top of enemies to disable them. Overall, this game is far and away the most unique game on this list, and the most fun and well developed, and kudos to the game developer for taking the top spot. If you're gonna check out just one of the games I mentioned, I'd highly recommend that you make it Rupert Reset, because it is truly an awesome game. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video, I really appreciate it. If you have gotten this far and you got value out of the video, would you mind hitting the like button and sharing it with someone you know? Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next top 5 itch.io games of the day. Bye.